Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So Merry Christmas to you all. We are now in December, so I thought I'd hit off this month with some videos about kind of Christmas party outfits. So today's video I'm going to be trying some really funky kind of sparkly jumpsuits but also long dresses, so I hope you guys enjoy. As usual, everything will be linked down below in the order that I tried on, also with my sizes and the size that I'm wearing in the item, so if you'd like to check anything out you know where to find those links. But that being said, let's get to it. So I'm going to start with this kind of nude jumpsuit initially. Now this is the most expensive item of the video, so this is £120, but I fell in love with how it looked on the model. Now it is a little bit paler in person than I was expecting, and I don't normally go for this sort of shade because I feel like it washes me out a bit, but the actual jumpsuit is gorgeous. So it is head to toe sequins, and it's got an adjustable belt in the center, which I really like. And then at the base, if the sequins weren't enough, it also has kind of like frilly flares, which I think is just so extra but pretty fabulous. So you can see there, I mean, look at that. How awesome is that? So this one is a bit on the spenny side, but let's see how it fits because I think that will tell us everything we need to know. So let's throw this one on now. How it fits, and I absolutely love it. It's a really easy fit. I think it's quite a flattering design, and I love that the belt kind of matches Santa's belt, but it kind of all blends into the jumpsuit. The only thing I never understand is it has sewn in cups, like there's no padding or anything like that and there's no structure to them, but that's just it. It's literally just a stitch line, and I don't like how it looks. Like, unless there's structure to it, I'm just like, what's the point of stitching those lines? I don't think it shows because of all the sequins, so I think it gets away with it. But you can see down there, it's always like peculiar to me because no one's like shaped exactly the same. So by doing that stitch line, you're kind of limiting yourself. Now I have turned off the lights to try and like show you kind of exactly how this looks because of the colour of it. When the lights are on above me, I kind of just blur into one like bright blob. But it is absolutely gorgeous. I love the flares, but they are a trip hazard. Now I'm 5'5" for reference, and I'm wearing heels right now. So just keep that in mind. If you're on the shorter side, you're gonna need to take this up. So if I walk down here, you can kind of see the length of it. So I am in heels, but it's probably about 1.5 inches, 2 inches too long for me to be happy to wear it with stilettos, because when it's a bit long I feel like I'm walking on it. But the actual jumpsuit I think fits really nice. It's not too tight anywhere, it's not too loose, it doesn't have a bucket back at all. I think that's because of the belt, and obviously you can adjust the belt. Only thing I would say, if you'd like to have it like super tight, it doesn't stay super tight because it's not got any it's not got actually any belt thing that goes through. It's just kind of like a slidey belt, if that makes sense. But no, overall it's actually a really nice jumpsuit, and I love like the drama at the bottom of it. I love. It's literally, it's crazy, but I think it's really fun. So no, I approve of this one. It's wacky, but it kind of works. So sticking with the jumpsuits, up next we have this forest green one. Now this one's a lot smarter than the last one. So it's kind of made more of like a linen-y fabric, but it's a gorgeous colour. So you can kind of see there that it's kind of green with almost like black thread intertwined. Now this one's quite a bit cheaper, so this one's retails for £80, and I also got it in a size 8. And what I liked about this is it's got like a waist tie around the middle, so this one can double up kind of for a Christmas party, but then also you could kind of dress it up for work or wear it casually. So it's got quite a few more places you could wear it than the nude one. So if you wanted an item that you could wear for lots of things, I think this one's pretty perfect. The only thing I would say, the legs look a little on the short side, but that might just be how it looks. So let's put a body in it and see how it fits. So this is what it looks like on, and I've got to say the length of it is actually spot on. So if I show you, it kind of sits just above my heels, so it's the perfect length for me, and I'm 5'5", as I said previously. So this one is actually made for my sort of height, or our sort of height. So yeah, I'm actually quite surprised with that because off of a body the legs look quite short. But one thing I would say is the body of this jumpsuit is actually quite short, so it does wedgie you a little bit, but it's kind of workable, and it just has a lot more of a smart vibe. So if you kind of wanted a more understated look or a kind of in the middle one, I think this is a lovely option because it does fit very nice. The only thing I would say is it's long sleeve with no stretch. So my arms can't really move much more than what they're moving, but it does have pockets, so it's kind of swings and roundabouts depending what you're after. And I do think this is a really cute one for kind of December because it's that lovely kind of Christmas tree green. So no, I mean, it fits really nice, it's really comfortable. it's not a trip hazard, and you can rewear it kind of pretty much anywhere. It can be casual, it can be work, it can be dressed up. So no, it's quite nice actually, and it does have pleats here, which kind of look odd now that I'm looking at them. I'm not sure if I like those. Normally they stitch those flat, so they'd be almost like that, but they've kind of left them open. Maybe is that, yeah, that's a bit of an odd pleat. Don't know, kind of goes like that. It's almost like an X. Not sure on that actually, but yeah, that's this one. So the final jumpsuit I got is this gorgeous sparkly blue number. Now, believe it or not, this one is actually the cheapest item. So this one is only £35, and I think has the potential to be one of my favorite pieces, but need to try it on first. But it's just this gorgeous kind of sparkle royal blue fabric, and it is super stretchy. I mean, that is going to be so comfortable to wear. And it's just like a halter neck. It's got kind of a low back design as well, if I'm holding it right. Yeah, you can. It's got like a little split there, so it's kind of a very discreet open back. But I just really like this one. The only thing I would say is the crutch looks very low down. I don't have like a super long body, but potentially when it's on, all that fabric will get eaten up fine. But yeah, to me that just looks quite low down for an 8. I don't know, well, that's the neck. Yeah, the crutch is like in the middle of my thighs, but maybe with my body in it, it will be absolutely fine. But I thought for the price and also the like fabric type, this is a perfect kind of Christmas party piece. Kind of matches the vibe of the dress I'm wearing right now, so you can tell I have a favourite sort of thing at the moment. But let's just throw it on and see what it looks like. This is how it fits, and I've got to say I do really like this one. I don't know if it's going to be my favourite because it's a very slinky fabric, so it hasn't got any structure to it, and it's almost like stretching over my body, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure how it would hold up for a longer period of time. But in terms of look, I think it really does make a statement. It's very affordable. I love the peephole at the back. I think that is a lovely kind of addition, and also the neckline at the front. I think it just looks really, really nice. But yeah, it's not a very forgiving fabric, so there's not actually any structure here at all, so just keep that in mind if you are thinking of it. And the crutch is a little bit lower than it needs to be, probably about 1 inch lower on my physique, but that isn't an awful thing. It means it's not going to kind of wedgie you up, but just keep that in mind. So it does kind of, it elongates the body and shortens the legs, but if you're wearing heels, I don't think it's the end of the world. But I love the fabric of this piece. I just wish it had a tiny bit more structure to it and was a tiny bit less elastic, but yeah, I think it works. The next items I'm going to show you are actually 2 dresses. Now, they're completely different makes, but I found like a short version and a long version. So one is £68 and one is £40, obviously short versus long. Luckily the prices do coincide like that. So the short one looks like this. Now, the only thing I would say is it does look a little on the big side. So I got them both in a size 8, and I fell in love with the colour of the velvet. It's kind of like a pinky burgundy. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and it almost looked like it was a corset style with then like a rah-rah skirt kind of poking out, but there's no way of tightening the waist at all, so I feel like this is going to just look a little bit big on me. So we'll see how this one fits, but first glance my recommendation would be to size down on this one. But the actual like style of it, like, how cute is that? Especially with like Christmas trees and just Christmas vibes, you kind of just look like a present. I just think it's adorable. So that's the short one. And then the long one has a bit more structure to it. So this one does it have any boning to it? Not throughout the corset, but it has a tiny bit just at the top. So the cups here are boned. So you can see there, it's got like the boning just at the top. But it looks a lot more structured, especially on the model. And it's got like these cap sleeves. Again, in that beautiful kind of burgundy velvet. I just love the style of it. Only thing I would say is this draping here, it can hide problem areas, but it can also create them in photographs. Like, it can almost, I feel like that can almost give the wrong shadow angle, but we'll try it on and see what it looks like. But I don't want it to like cradle the base kind of area of the stomach and it almost look like it's meant to be a maternity number, but it might not. It kind of looks like a bow as well, which I think is just perfect. Look at that. So let's just throw it on and see what these look like. So I thought I'd start by trying on the shorter one. Now, it's not as cute as I was hoping. Like, I kind of think the proportions are all wrong on me. So there's too much going on around my waist. So this is too frilly and it almost like makes my waist look bigger than it is. And then it's not super tight around my chest, but then it's super tight around my arms. So I'm not sure I would actually be able to size down with it. I do think it's very cute and it does give off Christmas vibes massively. There's just so much going on with the skirt. I'm just not sure if it's my style. Like, look at all these frills. Like, it's kind of jellyfish territory. But it is, I love the velvet, I just don't think this is my sort of style. But it's a lovely kind of length to wear with like a nice pair of heels at a Christmas party. Like it does have the right vibe to it. I'm just not loving the fit on my physique. So the top part does have like that sticky stuff, so it stays up. So I don't think it's going to fall down on me. I just don't think it's my best look. Let me know what you think, but I think it just, I don't know. I think it could be better. I think this frill on me needs to start like an inch lower down, or even just not at all. I just don't think I'm meant for massive frills around the waist. But it's cute. I can see a lot of people rocking this. I don't think it's for me. Okay, this is the winner hands down. So this long dress, it's only £68. It fits incredibly. And I've got to say, all my worries about this kind of drop waist thing here, they're gone. I think this is such a nice just design and fit. I kind of feel like a villain in a Disney movie. It's giving off that vibe, but it's also giving off Christmas, so it's fine. But the neckline, the way the boning works, it is such a flattering fit. I love these little points here, and then like the kind of off the shoulder bits as well. It's just elegant, it's sexy, it's still classy, but it's got like a whole slit, and I'm always partial to dresses with slits. They're just so much easier to walk in, but I just think this is an incredible dress. Like the velvet, like the colour of it, the fit. If you're looking for a killer piece, this is my recommendation. I know there's still one more left to go, but this is the piece. Last but certainly not least, we have this gorgeous like olive satin number. Now this is just a really nice floor length dress, so it'll work for proms, it'll work for evening events, it'll also work as a bridesmaid's dress, and it comes in so many colours. So if you don't like this colour, it also comes in the burgundy as well, so you can check out the range of colours if you like how it fits. But it's just kind of this very simple, off the shoulder sort of, I think it's a Bardo style top they call it, and then it's just kind of a slinky, it's not super bodycon down by the looks of it, but I might be wrong, and then it's got a nice slit. So it's just like a really simple style, but just so flattering and elegant. So I'll throw this one on, and I just thought this colour for Christmas would be such a nice addition. That with just some, you know, diamonds or pearls, just keep it really simple, would be a very nice look. So this one is £110, so it's kind of, it's on the upper limit, but it's still not extortionate for what you're getting. And it does have, this one actually has boning all throughout the bust, like the bodice here. So it's got boning going all the way down right to the waist, so I think it's going to give a really nice shape. So let's throw it on and see what we're dealing with. But this is how it fits, and this was quite a struggle to get on because this arm here is extremely restrictive. Now I'm not sure, or maybe I'm meant to be wearing it up like that, because now I can use that arm. Does that look about right? I think it is meant to be off the shoulder. I don't know, you can kind of move your arms, but it's a little bit of a restrictive design, but I think that is just part of it. And then it is a little bit on the long side. So you have a slit, so you can walk forward, but it is quite a bit longer than my height in heels. So it is a tiny bit of a trip hazard at the moment, but it's shortenable. So if you really like the style of these dresses, and they do come in such a wide variety of colours, then yeah, just either get slightly higher heels or shorten it if you're the same height as me. But if you're taller, lucky you. So no, I really like this one. The slit is a bit dangerous, but it is just high up on the thigh, so it should be alright. It's not creeping kind of into the centre, which is good. And I think it's a really flattering fit. So no, I really like the look of this one. Just, yeah, you're not going to be able to use your arms much. So if you need to pick things up or you have crazy dance moves, keep that in mind, because this one isn't too friendly for that. But it's a really flattering fit because it kind of just hugs the curves, but also has a little bit of ruching where you want it. So it's like not too tight, but still very figure flattering, I find. So no, I do really like the look of this one. Just keep in mind the restrictiveness of the top, but no, it works. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed today's video. As usual, everything's linked down below if you'd like to check out any of these dresses or jumpsuits, and I'll be coming out with another video with more kind of shorter dresses and midi length dresses in a couple of days. So if these items aren't your style, there's some more options coming, so stay tuned for that. But thank you again for watching. I'll link my other social media down below as well, and I do have a second channel if you'd like to learn a bit about rocks, so you can check that one out. It's just called M Gems. But thank you again for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time.